This gathering has been declared a riot. All persons leave the area now.
Okay,
Yeah.
welcome to the fourth, but actually the first show that you guys will be seeing.
Yes.
The show by, about, and for creators. Between, tangent to, about, through, beyond creators. Yes.
Right.
Right. Yes. This is our fourth podcast, but the first one probably that's presentable because I am completely incompetent and I messed the last ones up. But we just recorded, or I just did a test, and it was okay. So.
Yeah. You never would have thought how difficult it is just to set audio
It's
up
not
so you could
difficult. I'm just really dumb.
Oh, okay.
I'm really dumb.
It's from when you start having other people turn up to adding content to it. Because you did all the unboxing vids. Just the over-the-top unboxing vid the other day.
Oh, yeah. You saw mine?
Yeah, so top-down view one, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I should do that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway. What have we got planned today?
Well.
Oh, I should say I'm William, of course. You've seen me before. And this is Brendan, right here. And he's British.
I am. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
But yeah,
on this, the
true.
4th of July. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't regale him with too many patriotic memes.
No, it's fun. It's fun to see America all being very, very excited about their Americanism.
Right. Anyway, today is going to be the first of 8 videos where we go through all the characters for POZ, right? POZ. So right here, backwards in focus, right there.
Not yet available in the stores.
No, not yet available anywhere.
Soon to be available in all good stores. Yeah. Probably some shit ones as well.
Soon. Yes, well, the way the game is organized is it's organized. There are 8 characters and there are 8 colors, and where in Virtue Signal they were kind of like, well, a lot of them were real people. Like you got Cornel West in there, you got Shanty Binks in there, and like some of them were. It was kind of slapdash, kind of hit and miss. And this one, I tried to organize. We tried to organize like all the people into like not specific peoples, but like general archetypes, and without descriptions, but with names instead of descriptions, so that you could give them more flexibility. And today is the first at the top of the rainbow. We're going to talk about Magic Pink.
So first of all, we should probably go with where the name comes from.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have a game up here.
Magic Pink's nothing new.
Magic Pink's a real person.
Since Virtue Signal.
Yeah. Well, in Virtue Signal terms, Magic Pink is a combination of the Brood Matriarch and the Lipstick Lesbian. Kind of mashed those together. But Magic Pink was with us since the beginning. She left our very first review ever on Board Game Geeks, and it says, "This is hate speech, pure and simple." Magic Pink, and she signed it. And that's been our primary 1 star out of 5 right there. One star out of 5. Can't.
The pride.
Yes.
Pride.
My pride and joy. My favorite review.
Yep. Everyone.
Oh no, I got another one that was really good. It said, "Go to hell, you right-wing pieces of shit." I put that on the website too.
See, the content writes itself.
Yeah.
Just by letting people come along and write it for you.
Right. And so, rather than just name her Trigglypuff or something obvious, like we called her Magic Pink, and we really, really fleshed out her character. Really, like, we really worked hard.
All the characters. Yeah.
Yes.
They've all managed to pick up quite an amount more.
And here she is. I can't. I need to hold it over here.
I was looking to think of what to do.
back here.
Yo, you're gonna have to. You're gonna need some sort of
I'll-
zoomy lensy secondary
I'll
camera.
cut it in. I'll in post.
Oh, you're gonna use
post.
post.
In post, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like serious YouTube business.
Yes, it's serious. And here she is on the front of the manual. She won't be on the front of the manual anymore. I changed it out.
No.
No. It's going to be Lilith on the manual now. The one where she's got the tank one, where she's filling the frame. She's got the big bat.
Yeah.
I've noticed she was on the
Okay.
front and the back. I'm like, you can't do that. So she's on the front of the box. She's like, she's on the front of the box, and she's on the. I've explained this to you, like several times.
Go for it.
This-
You got to explain it.
I did a little bit more research, and it turns out that, well, this is from Occupy Wall Street, right? This is the Adbusters ad, which was so iconic in the Occupy Wall Street movement in 2012. I did some research. I think, well, Adbusters has been around for a while. I actually subscribed to them at one point. They did do some really interesting creative work. It turns out that this image is what started Occupy Wall Street. This was,
What?
yeah. They ran this ad, they pushed it out everywhere, and it's got the ballerina standing on top of the Wall Street cow, and it says, "What is our one demand? Come to blah 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 blah. Bring tents." Right. And it's so emblematic of like left-wing thought. Like they're really really strong in aesthetics, but what does that mean? Like it's kind of pointless and ambiguous. Like it's form over substance. The ultimate in form over substance.
Well, yeah, that's pretty standard. Ah.
Yeah.
So it's the Wolves, it's New York for the big bull thing. So we have something very similar. In Milton Keynes, we have concrete cows, and they're on the roundabouts, but they're painted lots of different colours.
Well, you've got. I made a note right for this. The title of the video is going to be, I hope, Magic, Pink, and Degenerate Art, right?
Oh God.
Right.
Yes.
And where's your go-to when you speak of degenerate art? What do you think of? What is the first thing that comes to mind?
Goddamn woman with the bed and graffiti generally.
Yeah, but where's the woman with the bed?
The woman with the bed.
The Tate Gallery.
Room.
The Turner Prize,
Yeah.
the Tate Gallery.
Hello.
I did some research
sorry.
on the Tate Gallery for this presentation.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. It's
Find anything nice?
it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse.
I have not been in so long. Like we work on one of the offices is like 200 yards from it, and I'm not going.
It's very silly. Anyway, one of the things we did in POZ, like superficially, it's a game about Antifa, but we kind of stuck in a whole bunch of stuff about like commentaries on like degenerate art and like absurdist degenerate literature and like all these things that come together to make this very absurd zeitgeist. And
But admit, I don't. You pull up so many references to things. I have no idea what we're on about half of them. But until I actually have to go and look it up, so it's actually quite an educational game. Maybe we should push this out towards schools as well, because it's going to make them have to give some thoughts on what they're playing.
yeah, I tried to include things that even if you didn't know the reference, like you see, okay, that's clearly, and I missed one. The 2016, the winner of the Turner Prize in Britain in 2016 was a giant pair of buttocks. I'm not kidding. I'll throw it up. I'll put it up in post. I was like, what? Oh my God. It's just like, it's exactly like Idiocracy. Which is like, what, 2004? 12 years later, they have the sculpture. Ass. Just like a pair, giant gold pair of buttocks. I wish I had known that. When I did this, I would have included that. Just like a big sculpture. It needs to go on the 4th Plinth, on Trafalgar Square, where Lord Nelson used to stand, just like a big ass.
There's always just got people standing on that plinth, harping on, and just. It's like, you need to hear what I have to say. Oh, it's so important. I say these things, and you must all listen. It's like
You are in London, right?
Joe.
What is on the 4th Plinth
I'm
right
not.
now?
I'm not in London myself. I mean, to be fair, there's not that far, but in Trafalgar Square is currently No, that's pointless. Thanks, Wiki.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Is it the
London City
cream?
Hall
The cream with the
says-
cherry?
It is.
Yeah. That's one of the nominees for the
end.
Turner Prize in 2022. Just a big pile of whipped cream with a cherry on it. This is what replaces Lord Nelson. Of course, you can't have anything representational or historical like Lord Nelson. That would be entirely too fascistic. So
I'm
it has to
pretty
be
sure they've
something,
had. I'm
meaningless.
pretty sure they've had people up there whose entire purpose was to stand up there and tell people they're doing life wrong. And
As long as those people are in charge of like what art goes up and what art goes down, I don't want to hear about like white privilege or whatever. You know, like you have the power to make these decisions, not me.
I'm just having okay, I could be wrong here. I could have been thinking about something very. What in the hell is that?
You're gonna have to tell
I'm
me.
going to close that website.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link. You can put it. Scroll through this page in post.
Okay.
Over
Over the top of you talking about something that nobody knows what they're talking about is
Absolutely, and then so we're going to plug that in.
Oh,
and
it's,
talking about
well, that's
the
very
past.
that's very
Yes.
That is the fourth plinth, isn't it?
The past. That is the fourth plinth. All the different things that have gone up on that fourth plinth for a whole bunch of time. They're some. I mean, okay. We've got here one which looks like. Is that
But the
the
thalidomide victim?
2015? Well, we've got the gift horse, which looks like it's just stepped straight off of the Westworld manufacturer.
Okay.
That's really weird. But you keep going down and down. It's just like it doesn't get better.
Yeah. Right. So.
But yeah, so degenerate art. Degenerate art. We've got beds that need making.
Yes.
We've got ice cream.
There are two specific references to the Tate Gallery that are in here that you know about. Well, first of all, the name of Magic Pink. Okay, everybody in POZ, they own, some of them own their store, some of them work at the store, is really rather ambiguous. I think she owns her store, right? Because she is a graphic designer. She's a graphic designer.
Okay.
But the name of her store is Merda d'Artista. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Which, of course, is a reference to this. Can't see that.
Oh God.
You know what that is? The Merda d'Artista is.
I can already tell what that's gonna be.
It's at the Tate Gallery. It's Piero Manzoni. Piero Manzoni, the artist, Piero Manzoni, took a shit in a can.
And sold that on.
Yeah, it's worth many millions of dollars. It's a great, groundbreaking work of art. Right. So this is a loot item that you can rummage at the Merda Artista store before you burn it down.
Remember, this has only been revisited in the last however long, in the last decade, certainly, maybe half decade. This has been revisited by girls on the internet and brought back in terms of
as low art. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just more commodity at that point than anything else.
Two artists, one can.
Oh, ew.
Hang on, I gotta get through this. And then we have the Unmade bed, which is a structure that you can build in the POZ, which of course is a well, you don't need to know the reference, but it's a reference to Tracy Amins. It's a ready-made, and it's just really it's a bed with stained sheets on it and a bunch of crap around. I spent a whole day on this. I really drilled down. Like, I got a whole bunch of different views of it. It keeps changing is the aggravating thing. It's a bed, and like I think somebody's sleeping in it at night because every time I go back to look, it's in a different configuration. But yeah, it's and if you look very closely, nobody's noticed this yet, but they're Marlboro Gold 100s clearly. But if you look very, very closely, and it says "filthy whore" on it.
Now, of course, with Marlborough at the moment being the best commodity to trade in the entire world.
Nothing as skanky white girl like Marlboro Light 100s.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, as far as I'm aware, if you're doing intercontinental travel and you're going across hot desert plains a lot, as far as I can understand, is some sort of Toyota Land Cruiser and just crate upon crate of Marlboro Reds, and then you can get anywhere. You're not going to get attacked by anyone. Like, everyone's your best friend as long as you just keep making with packs of Marlboro Reds.
I think if you're a woman and you smoke Marlboro Reds, you're more likely to wear jean shorts and maybe like a tube top that ties in the middle. I don't know. That's just my impression.
Yeah. No, I'd say I'd quite possibly. Yeah. You're gonna sound like a concrete mixer.
I'm gonna sound like a concrete mixer. Anyway, yeah,
You really are.
this is where this ties into Magic Pink. One of her powers, well, her main power, is the struggle snuggle. I'll throw this up on the board.
Yeah.
Is the struggle snuggle, where basically she molests you. If I can't explain some of these without getting into the details of the game. Every character has like a mental stability rating going from manic to depressive and like everything in between, right? And if you are depressed, then clearly, you're very susceptible to being...
Suggestion.
Yes. To being, to end up in bed with an ugly chick, I suppose, is how it goes. And to do this, this has to be in place, so she has to put this down. And this is where she takes you to have her way with you, as it were. And as you can see, when you are snuggled, there is a 100% chance you will contract a disease because Magic Pink has all the diseases. In fact, that is one of her abilities here. When she gets up to 14 crapulence, she unlocks the Bug Chaser power, which grants her immunity to diseases. There are many diseases in the game, every different kind, anything you can think of, to genital centipedes, to AIDS, to COVID, to monkeypox, to
Oh, you managed to sneak the new one of the day in there as well, then.
Oh yeah, I got it in just it in just under the wire.
Wonderful. How do you think? I keep getting her mixed up with Alison in that respect. Alison has a bit of disease, but she
Alison
isn't
starts
the
with
curator.
scabies because that fits her character.
Yeah. I don't remember I don't remember having to have the bed in place. That must be a new mechanic I'm drawing at some point.
I think it is. But it's very easy to put down.
Yeah, I do, because I strongly recall within about 3 turns of one playtest, I'd managed to accumulate most of everyone else's diseases.
Yes, it was too easy. It was too easy.
It was too easy to make so I could barely move.
It was too easy to... Yeah. Well, that's another thing. We changed some of the diseases. Some of them slow you down, but not all of them. Some of them do nothing.
Okay.
They just take up space.
What, is it like an inventory item now?
Well, okay. I need to explain this too. Here are your Here are your inventory. These are your equipped items right here. You can have 2 accessories, 1 weapon, and 1 apparel. And if you contract a disease, it blocks one of these spots. So it's just an annoyance. Unless it's AIDS.
Right.
When it's more than an annoyance, it might. It's going to cost you a lot of money too.
Well, at least it only costs money.
Yeah. Should I go through all these abilities here?
Have you got any artworks? Well, I suppose we'll do them up in post. Well, we'll throw a load of art stuff over there.
Let's do the art first. Okay. I have all the items from Merda d'Artista.
Yeah.
The IMPASTO knife, which is a weapon. These aren't in focus. It's terrible. You're not going to see this. It's going to be a orange spray paint, which disables security cameras. Limited edition lithograph prints, which is what Andre the Giant has a posse. Foley, what's his name? I forgot. Yeah, he's the guy who did the Obama Yes We Can cell shade that he got sued for using somebody else's photograph. He's a crap artist, in my opinion. There's a shredded on the map too. There's like little shredded under the giant posters on the ground there too. I hope I don't get sued. It's satire. It's satire.
Put Andre the Giant in there?
No, it's you'll know what I mean. It's like it's like he's Banksy levels of like pop artist, whereas his art isn't really terribly good. It's just he's famous as a person. Like people recognize him as an artist because he did a thing. I don't know. He's famous for being famous. How about that?
That's the worst kind of being famous.
Yeah. Oh, there's some Banksy. I hate Banksy. There's Banksy references in there too.
I know. I don't understand. As I say, it's graffiti.
Yeah, it's
just
graffiti.
like, I've done political graffiti. I'm edgy.
It's not even well crafted.
Yeah. Just done.
It's a stencil, and like his sentiments are like really middle left. Like nothing really subversive. Like money's bad for you, and like capitalism hurts people.
He did. What was he did? Along England's south coast, he did a little play park.
Oh, I'm sure.
What was it called? Dismaland, and it attracted many people who were all very, very taken in at how amazing and stunning it is. Very, very brave, and says so much.
Says nothing. Anyway,
It really doesn't say a huge amount.
We'll do when we do Jeff. We'll talk about Banksy more.
Oh, it's a good idea. Actually, that'd fit in better.
Brown shoe polish.
Let's stick in with our beautiful gentleman.
Brown shoe polish is the next one. I'll pull it back here.
Oh dear.
That obviously, the police don't chase you if you have the brown shoe polish. Subversive. Oh, I reversed the binary. You weren't expecting that. Satirical Antifa-themed board game. Has to be done, yeah, because like the criticism we get most often for Virtue Signal the game, right? It's like, this is virtue signaling. Like, don't you know that this is virtue? Yeah, we do. That's why it's called that.
That's why it's also.
It's also a card in the game, right? Yeah, yeah, we know that. The irony is not lost on us. Equality armband. Which, yeah.
It's the amount of time you've taken to put all these little arts together. It's like each and every one of them has taken time to sit here, other than like your Jubilee. But even then, you've still got to make the first one. I can't even begin to think about
it. It's been a long time. It's taken a year and a half. Benzene. Benzene is flammable, and also it causes an injury if somebody injects you with a syringe. Talk about syringes when we talk about Kim.
Okay.
Kawaii pinku bento bako, right there. It's very kawaii. It's very pinku. That was a meme. That was a meme like 15 years ago. Like somebody wanted to post a thing. I want a bento bako. It must be kawaii. It must be pinku.
Wow, there were memes 15 years ago.
Memes. Yeah.
If you're gonna say, with that, that's a future episode. Is finding memes in cave paintings.
Oh, we could do about. People don't know. Like talk about the origin of memes.
How far back does memes go? The history of memes.
Under that name, about 15 years.
Neolithic humans first used memes back in the
well, if you go by the theory, like Richard Dawkins' mimetic theory, every idea is a meme, right?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So got the pride flag.
Very topical last week.
Very topical, yes. Coffin purse. Very goth.
Yes.
I have an illustration of her with her coffin purse, I think. Waifu body pillow. Somebody's told me I should make this into Karl Marx. And so I did.
Ew.
So Karl Marx. That doesn't help. Karl Marx. Waifu body pillow.
Are they really? Are they really though? They must. They just sound like. They sound like a meme that went wrong. Like they can't be real.
No, it's not. It's a joke. It's a joke. There is no Karl Marx body pillow.
No. I mean generic anime hentai waifu body pillows.
Oh, dakimakura. It's a Japanese thing.
Oh right, okay. Fair enough. Well, that's slide.
Fascinating pony vinyl sculpture, which is also a card from Virtue Signal Game. If you don't know about the pony jar Wang has an entire series of documentaries on it. I'm not going to tell you about them here.
No,
It
I
is
think I know what you're
absolutely
talking about there, and I don't.
The
want to
what's his name? The shooter. Not the Christ. It was the Christchurch shooter? No, the guy before him. There's been so many shooters. They did it. I posted. He did it. He has one of these on his shelf.
He did, and that's
People
when
didn't
I
make that connection. Like,
No, then I had to work out what it was you're on about, and I didn't want to know afterwards.
Dude, zoom.
Thank
Enhance. It is.
Enhance.
Yeah.
Ew.
Homemade fursuit. Homemade fursuit. One of your better armor weapons. Designer COVID mask. What does the designer COVID mask do? Nothing.
Nothing.
It says nothing.
Less-
No effect. It does nothing.
Less than nothing.
Yes. This is going to go on for hours if we don't
This is
keep
very
it to
true,
1
actually.
hour.
Well, it's going to be under that.
Yeah. Okay, three more cards. Treatise on the Perverted Arts, which is also a virtue signal card. It was degenerate performance art. The card. I didn't want to do another one. It was toward the end. I got lazy, so it's the same artwork. Orange spray paint again, which has got Trump on it. You see, maybe not.
Beautiful. We have the best paint.
Yeah, we have the best paint. So many cases. And here's the fabulous wig. Right, fabulous wig. Which
God.
goes with the... it's so fabulous.
It really is. That. Two times. You can tell that it's going to be worn by someone particularly intelligent and high-spirited and and very stable. The fact that it combines two unnatural hair colours.
Right. And here's the Merda d'Artista. Here's the store right there.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautifully laid out.
Which is
You have a stack.
great care was put into the art style here. It's very pop. Design. It's very designerly. It's it's full disclosure. This is the kind of artwork I used to do.
Oh.
It sells really well. There's the kind of like very sterile, very geometric, very Japanese kind of childish artwork. People love this. This is my comment on it. Burn it down.
Everyone loves stuff being childish.
They're emotional children.
Yeah, I suppose so. I see we've got flame markers on there now, so you can tell how burnt down somewhere is.
Oh, it's been a while since you tested, isn't it? Yes, there are flame markers here. So, as it burns down, you add more.
And then it's burnt down.
When it's completely burnt, well, that would be on the board itself. Do I want to get that out?
No.
Ah, it's right here. No. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh.
When it's burned down, it looks like that.
Oh, lovely. Hang on, what's the leftover things there?
There's a table. There's some scraps of carpet. There's a chair. There's some of these posters on the ground here. And then there, up here is the one of the interstate trafficking tunnels. Opens up right there. You can see that right there.
Yes, the pizza tunnels.
Yes, the pizza tunnels. There's 4 of them. One of them ends up here, which is what you would expect.
Pretty much. Yeah. They all go to places you'd expect.
And the artwork on the ground outside is very much what you would expect a professional designer. Professional designer, kind of graffiti, that kind of stuff.
Professional graffiti artist.
Well, yes, you want to look good.
Yeah. But just don't write it all up the side of a train. They will clean those trains,
Yeah.
Don't need the wheels up the side. So yes, that's Magic Pink.
That's
And
Magic Pink.
has.
Well, there's a little bit more.
Oh, is there?
Yes. Well, we never talked about Universe 25 and the Mice Utopia experiments. There's not. Well, okay. Her games in theory. Her what is it? What did I call it? Ideology and theory. This is later on in the game. If when you become the dictator of the POZ,
yes.
you get a special ability that links to. It's basically how we imagine that this character would govern a large group of people. And we decided that Magic Pink was her organizational paradigm would be the Mouse Utopia experiments. If you've seen those.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, look up Down the Rabbit Hole, Fred Knutson, the Mouse Utopia experiments, which is about
Behavioral sync.
It's a behavioral sync. Yes, they created this perfect universe like Southeast Portland, where people have everything they could possibly need, like Southeast Portland, and they observed what happened to the mice, and there were a category of mice that the researchers called the beautiful ones.
Yes.
Which were high status, did not mate, did not fight, but spent their entire entire lives grooming and making themselves beautiful. Right. I thought, oh, that's kind of her. So
I love
when she is in charge of the POZ, it says a player character of higher crapulence gets +2 hits when when PvP attacking a player of lower crapulence. So the higher your score, it's hierarchical. It's a hierarchical system. No equality here. Magic Pink is in charge, and she's fabulous. So anybody, the higher your score, the better chance you have at attacking like a player of lower score.
Yes.
So it is an established pecking order when Magic Pink is in charge. Yeah, Mouse Utopia experience are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Like, oh,
the best part. What was even better on that one is when you've got the beautiful ones, and towards the end of it, didn't he pull a load of people out? Oh no, because of course society started. You like look it up. It's great. So society started dying off, and pretty much all you had left who could potentially be breeders were the beautiful ones and a few other people. But the beautiful ones couldn't do it anymore. They didn't know how.
No, that's right. They didn't know how. And that's what some of them it was fighting, but most of it they just stopped breeding.
Yeah.
They stopped reproducing. Well, they were not interested in sex anymore. They became alternative genders.
They weren't going to procreate, that's for certain.
No.
And they go, oh no, this is only in mice. You can't possibly draw any distinctions between that and anything else in the world ever.
Maybe not exactly the same, but something similar. Maybe.
Yeah. That Canadian bloke could tell us that somehow we're related to lobsters, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably get away with mice as well.
Yeah. Clean your lobster, bucko.
Clean your lobster, bucko. I do love that.
I'm not going to talk to you unless your lobster's clean. Because that demonstrates to me that you're a serious person.
I think I might need to get a large print of your bucko.
Oh!
As long as you've got that in a vector, then I'll just get that printed.
I could, if there was... Jeez, I could make any of these large size if anybody wanted them. There's so much artwork here.
Oh, what? Okay, so here's the first thing. Everyone, here's the first competition. If you like some art, let us know which art it is, and then you can pay for it.
Well, yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, no. If you've got the arts already, and it is a case of stretching.
Well, it's all vector art, so I can stretch it to the size of the side of a building. No loss in quality.
Imagine Magic Pink up the side of like I don't know, like a massive tower block.
The most ironic protest in the history of the world.
That would be amazing. So you go back. Everyone's back at Wall Street. It's happening again. Yay! 10 years on. Yay! It's going to be great. Yay! What's that up the side of a building? It's a cartoon of a girl on a bull.
Who is now famous somehow.
Yeah. Somehow.
To 500 people, maybe.
Yeah.
500 people on the channel. What percent? Like 10% of which will watch the video?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is niche audience stuff. So all of you can rest assured that there will be interaction because there's only going to be like 10 of you. So I'm pretty sure we can keep up with that. Yeah.
We're very
keep up with
responsive to our fans because there aren't very many. They don't talk much.
Yeah. They don't. They're not allowed to talk much. A lot of them, they try and comment, but they find they've been banned.
They're very shy. Yes. There's a lot of banning going on.
We're quite lucky to still be allowed to have a Facebook page at all, I suppose.
Yeah. It's very calm this year.
What?
Not a lot of bannings. Not a lot of, you know.
Wow, they're all starting to get a little fearful, aren't they? In case some other guy with loads of money turns up to try and buy them.
This year's what do you call it? Protest season, the riot season has not been impressive.
Has there been?
There was the shooting. I suppose there was. That guy was Antifa.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's like, wait, I don't know. That looks like early version. Okay, nobody cares about this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Early version of the game, I was like experimenting with like a factional system, right? Where you could like you could throw people out of your group, they could form their own group, and like and all this stuff. And it didn't really work out because you had to have like 5 or 6 players at least to make it work. So I scrapped it. Everybody's in the same group. But one of the that tattoo that he had on his arm, like with the fist with the rose on top, that looks almost identical to one I did for. I had like logos, like for the different Portland Antifa factions. I looked exactly like one of them. It was like the rose, like Rose City Antifa with like a big fist.
I wouldn't bring these things up. If anything, just distance yourself. If you ever see anything that looks a bit like your R going out, I'd be like, I'm just gonna not touch.
Well, theirs was from 2012, so.
Okay.
I don't think. Well, they could fake it.
Yeah. Good thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have.
So,
That's all for Magic Pink. Do you want to say more?
I think I'm all right for the time being. I've managed to lose so many ideas. Also, given the fact it's not early morning, but it is reasonably early on Turf Island. I need to work out my brain and be ready to actually.
Turf Island?
Turf Island, that's us. Yes, we are the home. TERF, that is us. Yeah. All the most toxic of the radical feminists come from here. I'm pretty sure.
Who was it that came out and supported her? Recently, was it Paramount? I think it was Paramount, right?
What? Paramount?
No. It has to be Warner. She's Harry Potter's Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah.
They released a statement supporting her, saying like, haters can go screw themselves.
Really?
She's a great creator.
Really?
Yeah. Vocally, well.
Warner.
No. Don't Google it now. Nobody wants to watch us googling.
Yeah.
I saw that. I think I saw that yesterday.
Can your boy? We need to get your boy involved so we can shout at him like, "Hey Jamie, pull that up."
Oh yeah. If there is a Jamie. No. It's like Dan Carlin. Ben. If there is a Ben, there's no Ben.
Yeah.
I'm Ben.
Oh, now I've forgotten her bloody name.
Turf.
There it is. Yeah. Oh yeah. Support for creative. Wow. Impressive.
Yeah.
So,
there's money at stake. There's
we've
money
got
at
her.
stake. They have like Harry Potter land and like the Harry Potter, like their valuable properties. They continue to make movies. It's time to say something, right? If you're going to dump her, dump her. If not,
Yeah, back her up. But if you're going to go supporting... You're going to go supporting one of the most hateful people in the entire world due to the amount of violence she's created.
It's true.
And
it's true. These are the difficult
and
decisions that corporations have to make.
But
on the one hand, you have money, and on the other hand, you have literal genocide. What to do? At the end of the day, businesses have responsibility to their shareholders, so you have to go with the genocide.
Is money violence?
Yes.
Money is violence.
Money is capitalism. Capital is patriarchy, and patriarchy is violence. And violence is literal Holocaust. Literally. Literally in the most literal dictionary sense of the word is a Holocaust. I cannot overstate this point.
This is like,
cannot be overstated.
True. Everyone's going to die. If you pick up and you read Harry
all
Potter,
going to
you
die.
will suffer death.
Trillions of people, trillions of human beings have perished at the hands of J.K. Rowling. But Paramount has to pay the bills. So, not Paramount, Warner Brothers.
They're gonna make that content.
Yeah.
And people are gonna watch that content.
Harry Potter and the literal genocide.
You're gonna have people turn up. You're gonna have late 20s to early 30s lasses all of them, all right, not all of them, predominantly not gym goers, and a lot of them wearing glasses, and they're all going to be carrying a little stick about, and they're all going to have merchandise, like, thing on, a gown.
Well, you got to have
And
your
they all have
the
notes.
scarf of your school. Not Gryffindor though. That's too banal. You got to have like one of the. It's got to be either Ravenclaw or, if you're really cool, Slytherin.
Hang on. Which one of those is literally Putin?
Well, the Death Eaters.
Because that's okay. Because of course you'll
But
see.
Slytherin is supposed to be the evil one, but I think it's pretty cool. Like for some millennial people, especially people on like the thin end of one of the spectrums.
I see. Because of course, if you look at places on the internet, you'll find very often that Harry Potter characters are brought in to be a replacement to discuss normally quite large-scale international issues.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Where
Now, in
Ukraine
fairness,
versus Russia.
Yeah, in fairness, I could probably shut up because there's a good chance that in many situations I could, I don't know, pull a Star Trek.
Well, it
quote
can't be.
out.
If it can't be reduced to Harry Potter and or Star Wars, I just don't know what to make of it. Right? I need to know
It's too complex.
who the evil one. I need to know who the Sith Lords are. I need to know who the Jedi are. I need to know this.
Yeah. Otherwise, how are you going to know who to back?
Otherwise, how does it make sense?
No, exactly. There's only good and
doesn't.
evil. There's absolutely no grayness in this.
No. Well, just like real life.
Absolutely, which is why everyone trying to save Portland in the game is a force for good, a force for change.
Yes. It all comes back around.
It does. It's like poetry, right?
It's like poetry. It rhymes. People make fun of that statement a lot, but that is actually true.
What, he actually said that, or
George Lucas said that, and Mike Stoklasa of Red Letter Media thinks it's hilarious, and he keeps replaying it over and over and over. Like it's the most ridiculous thing that's ever been said. It is funny, but it's not that ridiculous. Anyway.
It doesn't even rhyme, dude. Okay. Well, I think.
Yeah. Let's end it here. Next one. Who should we do next? Is
it
Kim.
Jack? Oh, Kim. Yeah, all right, Kim.
Or Jack? You want to do Jack? Jack is fun.
Jack's the fat smoke. Yes.
The
Yes,
depressoid.
him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be all right.
He's so intelligent.
Jack it is. Next time we shall do Jack. Stay tuned.
Excellent.
Hopefully
We're
next
gonna
week.
do Jack. See you later next week. Next important episode
Of whatever we called this at the beginning. I forgot.
Yeah.
All right.
Comment
And signing off.